At least once in life, you must have wondered that does this thing called soul really exist, or is it just a religious belief? What is it? According to science, biology, does it exist? I have one biology friend, and I asked this question to him last night, and he gave me a very clear and definitive answer, and I got my confusions cleared up regarding this. So if you have any confusions regarding this thing called soul, does it exist or not, this video will clear your confusion. So let's start. So so what questions have I asked my biology friend? So number one question was came to my mind, like a thing is like AI thing is going on, like, so, how does AI thing works? There is a machine, and I turn on that machine, and that machine runs some algorithm, and that algorithm trains that machine, and I ask question, and that machine answers the question, right? That's how ChatGPT worked. Someone turned it on so that training could start on that algorithm, and weights can be trained, and when we ask a prompt, it could answer the questions. So my question was to him, like, does it also mean that life should be turned on? Like, see, there's a thing called consciousness, right? When we are in our mother womb, at what point of time our consciousness begin? That was my question. Like, at what point in time we really come to life? Like there is like switch on moment where our algorithm starts training, and then we like proceed the data, that was my question. So the thing he replied, like, Nishi, according to your question, and because of your question, biology is crying. Why? Because, like, see, my question is like, if we arrange atoms of body in a similar manner that a living things look like, so does it come to life itself, or a soul thing enters into that atomic body and all that? Like, my question is simply like, does soul is required to, like, drive life? That is my question. Like, without soul, can we take decisions? Like, who is taking decisions? My question is simply that. And he said, like, this, why does life has to be turned on or turned off? He asked this question back to me, and I said, like, yeah, there are some experiments, right, in chemical and chemistry, where a spontaneous reaction happens. Like, you put two chemicals together and some reaction happens. So is it like only molecular arrangement of the our atoms of our bodies enough to bring life? There is no requirement of this soul thing. So he said yes, because what happens when sperm strikes the egg, a single cell formed called zygote. That is a single cell. Amoeba is a single cell, right? So what is the difference? That amoeba is a single cell and zygote is a single cell. Zygote converts to us, and amoeba stays single cell. So he replied, like, DNA. DNA is the only fundamental difference between amoeba and us. Our DNA contains information how our nervous system should look like, how our muscle should grow, how our, like, process of differentiation of cells should occur. Like, cells will divide. We are multicellular organisms. This all information about proteins and all that stuff is encoded in DNA. Our DNA is very contains very huge information than that of amoebas. That's why amoeba stays single cell organism, and we, like, convert gets converted into multicellular organism. So biologically, like, biology says that soul does not exist. Biochemical processes and complex chemical processes are enough to start life. Life can be started in a living body without soul. Biology does say that. So the thing is, like, soul does not exist according to science, because existence of soul is not required to start life. You all guys who think like the soul thing exists, why do you think? Because life cannot exist, life cannot exist without soul, right? But that thing is not true. Life can exist without soul. See, the thing is like, see, our body contains millions and billions of cells, right? So does that every one of cells is alive? So does that mean that there are billions of souls in us? No. According to religion and according to like philosophies, there is only one soul in us. But if science accepts soul is there, then science has to also accept there are billions of souls in us, because every cell is alive and every cell has one soul, because soul is required to start life, but no, so soul is not required to start life. And if life can be started without soul, then what is the need of soul? The soul thing is bullshit. So I don't know what to conclude, but yeah, that our Hindu text says that Atma does exist. Atma is Amar. What do you make of that? Because biology says no.